How old are you?
I'll be 66 this month.
Wow. Now you know you look younger than your stated age, which is a plus.
Yeah, but my body's older than that. It's about 150.
Okay. So I'm going to release her neck. It is locked up as tight as a whatever.
Drum.
Yeah. And what I'm doing now is getting all the paraspinous muscles, all of them. And I'm talking to the video.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
What's it telling me what you're doing too?
Oh, I'll send you a copy of it.
Oh, cool.
And so basically I'm stimulating the muscle with the needle. And I'm going to go up and down the paraspinous muscles. I can only do so much today. I could spend an hour doing this, and
That's because they're so stiff.
yeah.
They're just like drums.
I'm going to get the trapezius here.
That one's really tight. Hard moving your head from side to side.
Mm-hmm. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, folks who are watching this, this patient is Kevlar. She is a M1 tank, so she doesn't budge very much. So any other patient, I would have to go very, very slowly. And we've been doing this for a long time. A long time. So that's the front part of the trapezius. It's tight right there, so I'm gonna loosen it up there. I'm spreading it out. Okay, there it is. And notice I'm still aiming the needle away from the apex of the lung. And it's pointing at my finger, so I know where I'm going. Sometimes when you loosen up one side, the other side will also loosen. There's a big hunk of muscle there, so I'm just going to attack it. And I'm aiming towards the vertebrae. You can see some activity in the muscle, but it doesn't matter. What I'm doing now is just attacking. That was a good spot right there. Loosen that up. And as I do this, I can feel the fibers release, the muscles release. And you have to peck until you feel the release. If you don't feel the release, you have to continue pecking, or you're wasting your time.
Am I?
No, I'm talking to the video.
Oh. Nothing else is helping.
Yeah, this is the only treatment for this. And you can see the needle stopped going through. I got to get another needle. After a few pecks, the tip of the needle gets dull, and then it's worthless. I mean, I can still use it, but why use a dull razor? My goal is to be right back. the goal is to do as much slicing of the muscles as possible so that Mother Nature can go in. Oh, that's even loosened up already. You have a bruise there.
Oh,
Just use some heat on it. It's going to be sore.
it's alright.
Golly.
Masseuse couldn't do anything with my neck. I told her it's like massaging a brick.
Yeah.
I think maybe they do it too hard.
Well, no, they were powerless. And that's an important awareness, is that once the muscles lock up, you can't release the grip. It's almost like a pit bull. And once he locks down, he won't let go.
Well, the poor lady's joints and her fingers were popping. I felt bad for her.
Yeah.
And it still didn't do much to help the neck.
Yeah. So an acupuncture needle, sometimes I use them to see what I'm doing, because the acupuncture needle feels but doesn't cut. This needle cuts, but it doesn't feel very much. So my goal now is just to slice and dice, slice and dice, slice and dice. And my thumb is spreading out the layers of the trapezius so that I can get this one location can access different layers of the trapezius. If you just get a single layer, it folds over itself. Without getting the whole thing, you're basically wasting your time. And you're tormenting the patient, because I'm talking to the thing.
That's all right.
Because the whole, you got to get the whole muscle, as much of it as you can get, particularly the critical parts. And put this arm here for me. Let it fall. Okay, good. And then that opens this out so I can get this in here.
Cool. That's one of the things they were trying to get.
Yeah. And I put in a little lidocaine. I don't even need a lidocaine for her. She's just like Kevlar. Well, Rambo. Her skin is like steel. Her tenacity is like Rambo. Any other person would be in a wheelchair. You can bring that down for me. Do the other side.
I couldn't do that last time. I think helping the top muscles first,
Yeah.
making this easier.
My finger's there, and my aim is dead center under my finger. That's where the bottom part of the levator is, and the rhomboids, and the you got to release all of them. I felt it release. Okay, relax it down for me. I'm just going to get these Gunn, C-Chan Gunn talks about getting these deep this infraspinatus muscles. They can lock up and reignite all of this, so you want to get as much as possible. This needle is 1 1/4 inches, so I'm not getting down to the scapula. And as I do this, I can feel it soften. If I was doing this with an acupuncture needle, it would just be like trying to nail a nail through concrete, it just wouldn't work. The and I'm gonna have to get that too. I'm gonna have to change needles now.
It's really been hard to go to sleep at night because I can't get my neck in any kind of position that feels comfortable.
Yeah.
So this would be great.
People talk about, I'm talking to the thing now. People talk about sterilizing the skin, and that's a noble gesture, but it's unnecessary. The human body can tolerate all of this and without even flinching. So basically, I got my finger on her spine and my finger on her laterals, on the lateral processes. So I'm going to go right dead center between the two. And just go up and down. Now that is, oh, it's loosening up. I can feel it. Ooh, yeah, that's good. There is one other muscle. You're going to be bruised up. So I got my thumb on the spinous processes, and that's the lateral. So I'm going to go dead center. Sometimes adding in a little lidocaine allows the needle to slide through the tissue because it's so stiff and dry. Ooh, you okay?
Oh, it stings a little. It's popping.
Yeah, I can feel it.
That's what they've been doing when I try to massage it.
Mm-hmm.
Whole neck crackles.
Oh, there it is right there. Now that's kind of up high, so I'm going to use a different needle up there.
Yeah, it goes all the way up into the head.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so hard to find a sleeping position.
Yeah. We use your back as a table.
That's fine.
It's not as hard as I thought it was. That's good. Perfect. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
If you need to pause, or just let me know. I'm just gonna jump in.
Go for it. I need my neck to do some kind of something besides nothing.
That is the spinous process, and I'm going right there. Paraspinous muscle there is tight, so I'm going to get it. Now, in the textbook, I would have to call your problem 20 different names. But in my book, you have neck-shoulder syndrome, and this is the treatment for it. So this treatment is good for anything in the neck and shoulders. It can help headaches, migraines, dizziness, blurred vision, vertigo, all kinds of stuff.
Oh.
I'm gonna change. So I'm going to. It's okay if I use this as educational purpose. Yeah.
Sure.
Demonstration and education. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, some people see a trigger point as a little bitty, like little mamby-pamby type of procedure, and it ain't. It's been watered down. It's been basically taken from nitroglycerin down to wheat tea. This is nitro, and I'm gonna do her central line, governor vessels. Yeah. I'm gonna tack your bottom in now.
Improving me too.
So again?
I'm walking a little bit better since the last treatment.
Okay.
My feet actually know what to do now.
Okay.
It's like the body didn't want to respond to the natural abilities to walk.
Okay. Okay, here we go. You ready? That hip bone, not much there. Okay, there's a little spot there. Oop, there it goes. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. A little sticky, but it's going through. You alright?
Mm-hmm.
Viewers, this is I'm going super fast because she's super tough. This is just, usually takes me about half hour, 40 minutes to get this amount done. There's something in there. Just a bad hip?
It is.
Okay, okay. And you can feel it. It's kind of gristly in there. It's got some fibrous bands. It'll hit the needle, and the needle will, you can read the needle. The needle is whispering to me, and sometimes to her too. You okay?
It's been a real challenge to walk with that leg, with that whole hip.
Okay. Yep.
You gonna look on there?
Nope, just have her come back as soon as she can. Now, so I'm gonna piddle with the center part of your back, and just let you simmer for a while.
Okay.
And we're gonna repeat this until everything's turned to butter. Okay?
Mm-hmm. So when you want to do this again?
Yeah, as soon as you recover.
Okay.
It may be, probably a week. Give it a week.
Okay.
And you're doing your yoga?
I'm trying to do Tai Chi. I just don't have the
That's fine.
capacity to
Okay.
do any yoga. My body just won't
Okay. Yeah,
cooperate.
just do the best you can.
Well, I got a Tai Chi tape and trying to do that, and it helped loosen up some of the muscles, but I wasn't very good at it, so
Okay. Oh no, no. Okay, now that's
Kind
important.
of hilarious, actually, but.
Okay, now at this point you are powerless
Uh-huh.
to get your muscles to release. It's not even the. I can throw you off the building, and you wouldn't release.
Uh-huh.
So this is the process, and we'll have to get back on track, and then loosen you up, and then you'll be fine. Okay.
Alrighty then.
All right. So about